Yes, the RX 480 and the RX 470 performed really well for that $200 range and actually is the affordable and bang for the buck graphics card available right now for that $200 range rather than that GTX 970 and the GTX 980. Yeah, the GTX 1062 is the bang for the buck. We're talking about the $200 range. If we have the GTX 1060 for $230+, so that's not coming in this range. So talking the RX 480 and the RX 470 performed really well, 1080p 60 FPS, no problem, and it was also playable at 1440p. We get 30+ FPS. But wait, what about the RX 460, which is priced at $110 to $130? What about it? Is it going to play neck and neck with the RX 470 or the GTX 950 or the GTX 960? Let's find out. Hey, what's up guys, it's Mark from the PC Guy, and today we're going to take a look at the Polaris 10 low-end discrete GPU, the RX 460, which is priced at only $110. Now we can't compare the RX 460 to the RX 470 because it's just not comparable. The specifications, the performance and all of those stuff are really down from the RX 470 and to the RX 460. But we were able to compare the RX 480 with the RX 470 because it was just a cut down version with less compute units and memory bandwidth and that kind of stuff, and the performance, well, it was pretty minimal. We can't just say that they both are some kind of different GPUs. But the RX 460 is a really bang for the buck, power efficient, cool, quieter GPU for $110. Coming to its specifications, it's run the same 4th generation GCN architecture as the other AMD GPUs. It's got 14 compute units, 1090 MHz of base clock and 1200 MHz of boost clock. That's pretty good, but you're not gonna reach with the NVIDIA GPU Boost 3.0 AMD. Yay! But AMD will expect you to do that same thing. It'll be very good. AMD fans, it'll be fun, you know. Just do that, AMD. Okay, yeah, that GPU Boost 3.0 is really affecting the performance a lot. We saw in Maxwell GPUs, the GPU Boost 2.0 was seriously very good in increasing the clock speed by very much. Let's leave that. We're talking about the RX 460. Alright, now coming to its standard memory configuration, it's rocking a 4 GB of GDDR5 memory clock at 7 gigabits per second. It's having 112 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth, which is running on 128-bit bus. It's having a 75-watt TDP, and it's rocking the same features as the other AMD GPUs, such as AMD FreeSync, AMD Virtual Super Resolution, aka VSR, and DirectX 12 support, Vulkan support. And coming to the display outputs, we have the HDMI port and DisplayPort 1.4 with HDR ready, and we have in some other manufacturers like ASUS, we have a dual-link DVI. Not needed, no one uses that kind of port. But for dual display monitors, but this is not a card for dual display monitors. Now on the website we saw that the RX 460 is concentrated on small games like League of Legends, Dota 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive at 90 FPS, kind of like that. But wait, it can play other games at ultra settings 30 FPS. Let's find out. We're going to compare it with the just a version above the RX 460, the RX 470 and the GTX 950. The GTX 950 is the only card we can compare with the RX 460 that has a similar performance. We can't compare the R9 380, R9 370, R9, all the other cards, the RX 480 and the GTX 960, because it's just not having no meaning in that. This is just a $110 card. We're comparing it with the RX 470, the $160 card, and the GTX 950, which is launched at, we're talking about the launch price. Its launch price was something about $150 to $160. It was not so much for the price. Alright, speaking of price, let's get into the performance and find out whether it's just a bang for the buck graphics card or not. Okay, so as you've seen the benchmarks, the GTX 950 is not so valued when the RX 460 came out. Wow, AMD is doing it really better. When AMD released all of those GPUs, the RX 480, it was launched at $200 for the 4GB card, and the GTX 970's performance for the RX 480. The GTX 970 was $300, RX 480 $200. More value for that card. Go pick that RX 470 kit. Again, a GTX 970 performance, kind of that, or more or less. Again, more value for that. Go get that. Now the RX 460, a GTX 950 performance for $110. Again, go get that. Now by seeing the performance, you can see that the RX 460 is really a good GPU. We are getting most of the time 25 plus FPS. Only in Ashes of the Singularity we got 23.2, and all the other games we actually got 25 plus FPS in every game, and it actually is defeating the GTX 950. We saw the RX 470 is not even near to the RX 460. So what do you guys think? Definitely be sure to mention in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Will the RX 460 again be the best bang for the buck and no one is gonna buy the GTX 950? It's not like that. You wanna go ahead and buy GTX 950, but now the more value on the $110 to $150 range is the RX 460. So anyway guys, that wraps up this video. Definitely be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see the video of RX 460 competing with the other AMD GPUs like the R9 270, R9 260, R9 380, and stay tuned for more videos.